I usually don't make videos like these, but I think that this warrants a bit of talking about, at least for the sort of minor anthropological value that this subject contains. Now, for the past few days, my channel has been consistently the subject of attacks, I should call them, by a major records company that has every morning been targeting one or two of my videos consistently for a few days now, almost like spamming. They have been claiming videos that I have created, claiming that it is their intellectual property, and therefore redirecting the monetization of those videos to themselves. For those who don't know how it works, you can monetize your videos on YouTube, as I do. That is a main source of revenue for me at this point with the growth of this channel. I live off of that to a certain extent. And you can basically monetize your videos. Ads will appear on those videos, and every time somebody sees those ads, a portion of the revenue comes to you. And basically, if other people are using your intellectual property without you having a say in it, you can basically claim that video saying, hey, it's using my intellectual property, and you can either have that video taken down, or what would be a more financially viable thing is to go, well, okay, you can keep the video up, but the monetization goes to me. It's my content you're using, therefore the money should go to me. In principle, this is a great idea, and it would protect well-meaning artists without people leeching off of their hard work. The problem is that YouTube's copyright system is fundamentally fucking broken. Believe Music so far has copyright claimed about a dozen of my videos, none of which they legally have the right to claim. They started by claiming renditions of folk music that I have made. The claims of Believe Music are asinine and nonsensical because in every single instance, the melody and lyrical content that I have arranged in my own way are part of the public domain. What public domain is, a few decades after the death of the original author, their work enters the public domain and is not bound by copyright anymore. This is the sanity through which the Epitaph of Sikylos or medieval songs by Guillaume de Machaut cannot be claimed by one entity in a capitalistic manner and be monopolized by them. After a certain point, some aspects of human culture are ancient enough and old enough that they cannot be monopolized by one capitalistic entity. Sherlock Holmes, for example, has entered the public domain since early 2023. Since January of 2023 of this year, Sherlock Holmes is part of the public domain. So you yourself watching this video, you can write your own Sherlock Holmes novel tomorrow. You can make your Sherlock Holmes movie tomorrow. The character of Sherlock Holmes, its situations, its characters, etc., written down by Arthur Conan Doyle, do not belong to him anymore because, he's been dead for, at least a fucking century at that point, I think. Now, here's a caveat. The way that copyright law works is that doesn't mean you can now suddenly go and sell the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies and make money off of that, because that specific version is still copyrighted. So how the public domain copyright system works is that the initial material is now in the public domain and anybody can make it and make money off of it. But if I make my novel of Sherlock Holmes and you make your novel of Sherlock Holmes, you don't get to use mine and make money off of mine, and I don't get to use yours. Versions and renditions are still bound by copyright. See, Believe Music has provided me with two different artist names. So Believe Music is the record company, and they claim to be doing this in the name of some artists that they represent. And they're saying, oh, you are stealing from our artists. There's Deuxa El Shanu. I have done a whole lot of research on the internet. There is absolutely no trace of such a Deuxa El Shanu anywhere on the internet, and a Teuta Nicola, which has appeared over a month ago on YouTube. Now, the pieces of content that they have claimed as their intellectual property are the lyrical and melodic content of folk songs such as Madmoia Maria, Oi Choditson, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and others. We are to believe that the lyrical content and the musical content of centuries-old Ukrainian, Russian, English folk songs are the intellectual property of that we are expected to believe that Matmoya Maria, as a folk song that is centuries old, somehow belongs to this person. Now, remember, had they made a rendition of Matmoya Maria, and had I copy-pasted their rendition, their recording, their voice, their instrumentation, and uploaded it, then it would be entirely within their rights to copyright claim my version. The problem is that is not the case. They cannot copyright claim my version because it is my arrangement of a song in the public domain. We also have Le Tourdion. Le Tourdion apparently belongs to Teota Nicola. Funny, I was pretty sure, as somebody who knows their music history, that Le Tourdion was a traditional melody collected by Pierre Athénian in the 15 fucking hundreds. It's not even him who wrote, like, we don't even know who wrote down the melody of Le Tourdion. And then lyrics were added to it in the 1950s by some French fellow. But apparently, Believe Music would have us believe, forgive the pun, that it belongs to this fine person, Teota Nicola. Of course, they are full of fucking shit, because Le Tourdion, as I said, is a 1500s traditional melody collected by Pierre Athénian. God's Gonna Cut You Down, a traditional American gospel song, also apparently now belongs to them. It cannot belong to anybody because it is part of the public domain. Again, if I had re-uploaded a specific rendition of God's Gonna Cut You Down that was recorded by Believe Music, then yes, I would be infringing on their copyright. But what I uploaded is my own rendition of a melody and lyrics that have long been part of the public domain. And finally, they basically cross the fucking line into complete scumbaggery, if that is a word, by literally claiming my entirely original compositions. So far, they have had the fucking audacity to copyright claim my old Irish Celtic song and Noruze Jamshid, which are literally my compositions. All of it was my original production that I made. And they come in and they're copyright claiming it, saying that's ours and we're making money off of it. This is why the title of the video is accurate. They are literally stealing my music, literally going to another artist, taking their work and abusing YouTube's copyright system to claim it as their own and make money off of it. Now, I hear you asking, does YouTube not have any systems that would allow you to counter those copyright claims? It does have a sorry fucking excuse of an idiotic system that is very much broken. Let me explain. I have contested the copyright claim on my original music as well as my arrangements of songs in the public domain. The problem is this contestation is not sent, if that's a word, this dispute is not sent to YouTube. YouTube is the middleman and it sends it to Believe Music. And you know what YouTube says? It's up to Believe Music to agree with your dispute or not. They have the final word. Believe Music is coming in. Copyright claims my music that I originally composed. I dispute that, and Believe Music can simply say, we don't agree, and we're keeping the copyright claim, and we will keep siphoning money off of you. Because YouTube's copyright system unilaterally is completely skewed towards the claimant. Any random fucking company can randomly claim anything that they do not own. And the benefit of the doubt will always 100% be on their side. It is not up to them to prove to YouTube that I am using content that they own. Because as you can see in these forms here, Believe Music does not even specify what part I am using. It doesn't say you're using the melody, you're using the lyrics. It says, oh, we're not even making the information publicly available. The information is not publicly available. You just need to know that you are using something that belongs to us, which I know they're full of shit because I wrote Noruze Jamshid. And it's up to them to decide. I am literally powerless in this situation. I literally can just say, hey, that's not yours. And it's up to them to say, no, we don't agree. And they can just keep the copyright claim there. At that point, I can make an appeal. How does the appeal system work? For the second time, this is my property intellectually. And once again, YouTube gives them the final word. And once again, at the second stage of the appeal, when I have disputed their claim a second time, they can once again reject my dispute. Completely up to them. And they don't have to offer any explanation, any proof, nothing. 100%. They can literally just say, no, we said it's ours. And at the second stage, at the second time, not only can they, for the final time, refuse my dispute, but more importantly, at that point, they can send a copyright strike my way. They can literally punish my channel by giving it a copyright strike. And you know what happens if you get 3 copyright strikes? Your channel is immediately deleted by YouTube. You get 3 copyright strikes, my entire channel is gone. Forever. What Believe Music is doing right now, and they know what they're doing, that's why I refer to it as a coordinated attack on my channel. They are claiming my videos to make some quick buck off of them. And they know that if I dispute their claim, they can simply refuse it twice. And after refusing it twice, they will have the full capacity to give me 3 copyright strikes for those 3 disputes. Because at this point, there's like 12 of them. So I just need to appeal to them 3 times. And they can give me a copyright strike 3 times. And they can destroy my channel. They know I won't appeal because that'll give them the opportunity of the copyright strike. And they know they had that leverage over me. They know they can literally make money off of my videos and my hard work. And I am powerless to stop them because if I do try to stop them using YouTube's broken fucking joke of a system, they will then have the capacity to delete my entire channel. Every video I have made, everywhere I have filmed, everything I have done, every music I have composed, all of it will be gone because YouTube is giving them that amount of power. I went into frozen mountains in Canada to film my own video of Matmoya Maria. It was cold and it was very hard to film that video, but I made it. I made my own version and my own video. They get to make money off of a melody and lyrics that they do not own because those are traditional in the public domain. And they get to make money off of my specific rendition of this song that they didn't work on. And they get to make money off of my hard works of filming in the cold winter snow that they did not have any participation in. And if I dispute that, I will be in a situation where they can delete my entire channel if so they wish. That is the system that YouTube has created. I am not accusing YouTube of being of ill intent because they are not. What I'm accusing them of is being naive, incompetent fucking idiots on the copyright level because they have created such a bad system. I'm comparing them to Oppenheimer in this sense. Oppenheimer did not want to cause destruction, to destroy the world, but he was a bit of a naive idiot in a way, and he basically ended up creating a chain reaction, as he says in the movie, that might destroy the entire world. It's not that he was ill-meaning, it's that he was naive, rather, and he did not understand how things work. YouTube has created a copyright system that is so fundamentally broken that it is absolutely easy for companies like Believe Music to put people like me, hardworking artists, in a situation where they are completely disadvantaged. I have sent a letter to Believe Music explaining to them that this is going to get into a fucking lawsuit because the law is on my side, the evidence is on my side. If this goes too far, I will have no choice but to bring them to court, and I will, because they are literally stealing my work, literally stealing my livelihood and my money by exploiting weaknesses, and they know what they are doing. YouTube's copyright system is not going to defend me on this. And so if this continues, if Believe Music, because for a week now, every morning, they have been claiming another one of my videos. None of them are videos that they own on any level. Because they're either public domain or they're licensed instrumentals that I bought the license to use, or the fucking gall, they are actually claiming my original music that I made from scratch entirely, my work. YouTube's copyright system is not going to defend me on this, and so at this point, I'm probably going to have no choice but to lawyer up, basically. So, Believe Music, if you're watching this, let me make something very clear. You have fucked with me, so prepare to be fucked with. If this continues happening, I will be taking this to court and I will be taking legal action because you are entirely infringing on every conceivable level when it comes to legal aspects, and you are engaging in extremely scummy behavior. I have sent them an email. They have not responded yet. And if they do not respond, and if they keep spamming all my videos with copyright claims, I will be basically getting a lawyer and I will be getting to the end of this. So yeah, YouTube drama, basically. But yeah, this is the sad story of how modern companies can exploit loopholes in broken copyright systems in order to utilize historical content in the public domain for their own benefit, and even more shockingly, can openly claim originally produced content by other artists for themselves because they know that YouTube has their back and gives them the advantage.